Do you think a dumb person has the potential to become a genius? Or do you think an introvert can turn into an extrovert? Basically what I'm asking is, can people change or are their traits mostly fixed? Now you might say, for example, sure, you can increase your IQ, but there's a limit. You can't expect someone who's at the bottom of the class to suddenly become the first in the state, right? Well, actually, the true answer to these questions aren't that important here. What's more interesting is that these questions reveal an important aspect of yourself, whether you have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. A fixed mindset believes that a person's traits and personality are pretty much fixed. On the other hand, a growth mindset believes that our traits can always be developed through practice and effort, no matter how hopeless it seems. Of course, these two mindsets lie on a spectrum, but a growing amount of research is showing us that success is pretty much impossible without the growth mindset. Now, how can something so small explain so much? Well, people with a fixed mindset are more scared of failure. Since everything is fixed, to fail at one thing means to always be labeled a failure. As a result, they only do things which confirm their skills and shy away from challenges. On the other hand, people with a growth mindset don't let failure bother them as much. Instead, they view challenges as an opportunity to grow their skills. Consequently, as experiments have shown, subjects who score higher on measures of growth mindset are more open to learning, more willing to confront challenges, and stick longer to difficult tasks. Now, these types of messages aren't new. In fact, the phrases above have become cliches in motivational speeches. But the difference is, now we can see the underlying factor that leads to all of this. Plus, it's also backed by research. In one study, experimenters did an intervention on this group of African American and Latino students who were failing at school. These kids were taught how the brain can form new synapses and grow when people learn new things. Basically, the message was, you can grow your intelligence. And sure enough, while the control group continued to fall further and further behind, these students bucked the trend and started improving. Now, this stuff doesn't only apply to intelligence. The two mindsets can be applied to anything from your personality to your skill set. Take a look at shyness. As you might have guessed, having a fixed mindset is correlated with it. If you believe that your personality is fixed, then you'll fear negative social judgment more because it labels you as a permanent loser. But there are also shy people with growth mindsets, and this is where it gets interesting. If you look at videos of shy people interacting with others, both mindsets looked nervous in the first 5 minutes. However, after 5 minutes, those who had a growth mindset showed greater social skills and were more likable. In fact, they were judged as performing just as well as non-shy people. Meanwhile, the fixed mindset continued being awkward. What's important is that the growth mindset was ready to embrace the challenge and viewed it as a chance to improve their social skills. And that made all the difference. You can also apply it to something like confidence. For example, if a person believes that their traits are fixed, then their confidence becomes more fragile. One big setback or failure would undermine everything and categorize them as a permanent loser. On the other hand, if you have a growth mindset, you won't let failure define you. Instead, you will try to learn from it. As evidence, researchers tracked students at the University of California over their college years. Sure enough, the higher you scored as a growth mindset, the more confident you were as you went through university and all the challenges it brings. Conversely, those with a fixed mindset lost confidence after facing those same challenges. Now, I'm not saying the growth mindset will guarantee success. However, from all these studies, it definitely seems helpful. And the best thing is, if you don't have it now, the growth mindset can be learned. So remember, no matter how bad it seems, we are always capable of changing for the better. If you like the music in this video, you should definitely check out the musician's latest project. For more psych videos, click the subscribe button, and thanks for watching.